There's only a little bit left to see in here. Let me show you that real quick, and then I can show you the other plot. Just hold the X key. Oops, you passed me by. There's actually a floor in the middle. Yeah, there's a floor in the middle. There you are. Now these, like the whole idea for this place, there's actually like a deck out here. The idea for this place, there's actually like a little like nerd story behind the place too, where it's Mr. Wizard's tower. And Mr. Wizard discovered an artifact. Now behind this whole build, there's going to be an excavation because I really really liked the what was it, the obsidian obelisk, that prop how it has like the particle effects and everything on there. Like I really liked that, so that like actually was the like the genesis of the idea for this entire build, was because I really liked it and I wanted to make a build around that and like make it like an excavation. So like the wizard who like discovered it, he's like this future dude wizard, like you know the year 2600 or something like that. You know what I mean? So like he's like got technology. That's why he's got a big screen TV, but he's still a wizard, right? So he finds this thing, and like that thing like powers like the flotation and like this entire build. He's like building this whole place like just like with his mind. That's why it's like fantastic, and it can be whatever the hell you want it to be. But he's actually got like a really big staff too. So and he's got a family. So like downstairs, like that was like the master room, like over there, and then like right over here on this side, those will be more bedrooms. And then same with like the extensions on this side here. This is all like where the family lives, right? Like entertainment rooms, all that kind of stuff. This is like their living room. There's going to be like a three-side wraparound couch and like a fire pit and stuff, more fish tanks, etc., etc., etc. Above this, there's going to be like a big dining room, like entertaining, like a ballroom kind of a thing, and like a room above that, and then like above that, there'll be like kitchens and like pantries and all kinds of stuff, and then the quarters where like all of like not necessarily the servants, but like where like all like the downstairs, what would normally be the downstairs people if you ever watched Downton Abbey, like the downstairs and the upstairs, you know what I mean, like make that whole thing. Okay, and then like beyond that, like then that caps off like this part of the tower. Then beyond that is like his actual like work area. Like this whole thing's gonna be probably like maybe like 3 claims high if I can, and if I can, maybe even 4 claims high if I can get the real estate. I don't know if you can go 4 claims high, but I was planning for 3. Then above that is like a whole separate floating little tower on its own that'll be like four-sided, and then it'll be like his like the libraries and like his like alchemy lab and his like magic labs and like all that kind of stuff. And then on the very 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 top will be like a big old fucking telescope with a big old like a domed roof and everything as well. So this is probably going to take me ages and ages and ages to build, but that's the idea for the whole thing. It'll be a long, long time from now, but that's the whole idea. It's just gonna go up and up and up. And then like on this side, there's actually a plan that I had, like a little sketch on paper for to do, like kind of like incorporate the 4 elements, and then also have like representations, like murals and representations and like color schemes and everything for like to start off with like sea, land, air, and then like sky, space as well. So that each floor will have its own like color scheme and representation for that. And now you have a belt on? Your belt, the flying belt. Because if you hop and you fly, you can actually make it across that claim, and that's where we're going next. if you're looking at the front here, you can see like all the ocean and everything, and then when you're looking to the left, the archways start to break up that mountain view. And then it's all nice and open again over here. So I don't think that the archways work. So I think I might have to redo the roof idea. But it's still like the same general shape and idea of the roof will be there. But I really, really like the wraparound glass everywhere. And then I'll need to make a couple of pair of triangular windows here because there's actually like a peak of a roof, like a roof line actually on this wall here that's like the blank wall where I'm at right now. That's actually a roof inside the bathroom. And up there, that little spot up there, that's supposed to be like a loft kind of a thing. Like this is like the ultimate beach house that you would want to rent because you can see everything like the whole time, right? And there would be big like big tub in here and cool stuff like that. This is all like a living room kind of hangout area, and then like I'll squeeze like a tiny little bathroom and kitchen like in here somewhere probably. And then the whole thing actually sits on pillars, on piers, because I didn't want to break up the line of the hill. So underneath it is actually even kind of done up too. That's even a little bit interesting to look at underneath. And then the last little bit for it is up here, this little platform sitting on a pillar. I need to move where I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I had a little staircase that was connecting it to the decking. It'll be like a little quarter round stair that'll take you up here, and then it'll be like a little breakfast spot where you could sit and watch the waves and hang. The views and like the just the shit that you can make in this game are so cool. They're like places that you just want to hang out at. Like sometimes in the morning I come and hang out with my cup of coffee and I'll just like come and like chill on one of these like cool ass views that I like to make. Well shit, if this was out my front door, I would come and sit out. I would be sitting at my computer doing it. I'd be sitting out in my actual, out my back door doing it. But since I can't, well, I can do it on my computer. Well, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Yeah, this place is fantastic. I like the biome too. Yep. And I'll let you know if I ever do the lighthouse up on the top too. Now the one thing though is like once they come out with like the moving water and give us lakes and rivers and stuff like that, like geez, like that could change like the whole face of what you want to build. Yeah. You could get off some really sweet like bridge builds, stuff like that, or bridge based builds. Like instead of the shoreline, you could have like the floating tower on across a river, and the dock would be like on the river instead of like on the actual shore. I've been playing for maybe like 6, 7 months, but like the thing is though is that everything that I do, I just do it with all the tools and stuff. Like I don't remember, I talked to somebody about having like, a little workshop with people to just like have like a little like fun like workshop just to show like what you can do with like just tools and like a good set of just essentially like stock templates, like stock size like quarter circles and like all the stuff that's available to every member of the guild because it's all in the swap meet. I mean, you can everything that I make, I just use that kind of stuff. There's very, very little stuff that I just craft by hand anymore because all the elements are made, and then you just combine those into just piece by piece into like other you put them together to make other elements and stuff. So like it's really, really, really easy to make great stuff. Hmm. Yeah, that's understandable. Absolutely. A lot of stuff you can, but like the idea that I have is like if people like I like to make stuff out of like the basic shapes, like basically like what I use as far as templates are concerned. Like I don't like generally use like pre-made like a pre-made window, say like I'll make my own window, but like what I like to use is like a set of all the shapes, like these quarter round like essentially like these stacked like quarter circles that I have here. They're like all like the various sizes of them. You take those and you put them together. It's like building Legos. You know what I mean? Like you have like all like the little like Lego bits, and then like you put them together and to make something really cool out of them. And that's the fun part for me. That's the creation part, and that's like what you don't need any of that voxelmancy for. Like you're not working with one voxel at a time, and like, you might to if you want to be picky. And like I know I'm picky about like having nice like sharp like lines meeting and things of that nature, and that's just my choice. But like you can get like really, really amazing results just by copy and pasting these quarter circles into interesting shapes and then painting them with interesting textures. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing like what you can do with just a nice set of curves and an understanding of the tools and the way that the game works. Hmm. Dude's good. He knows his stuff. He really does. I love what he builds. He's awesome. He's really creative. Hmm. Yeah, nice. As long as you're having fun, that's what it's about, right? Oh, Belgarathian.